Uh, okay. Sorry, guys. This always happens, doesn't it? It's always going on, isn't it? It's always acting up, isn't it? Hold on just a second. I'm just going to get this correct because I really need to not have to worry about this. Okay. We're just going to leave it like that. I got a pen here, but whatever. All right. Let's just like buffer it. And let's hope that no other device is connected. I think it's not. Welcome back, everyone. Shit, welcome back to my motherfucking ass, because I've been sick for the past 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So, hang on, we gotta get rid of some of this reflection. Just give me a second. Damn. Put that over there. Stay there. I think that's good. All right. Are you guys able to see me okay? I feel like this is the way that the light is set up over there is not really helping me in my desired lighting situation. Whatever this is, hang on. The fact that I got hair up there was bothering me. All right. So I'd like to just apologize to everyone who's been wondering where the heck I've been. You know what we could do is this. That's what we could do. And it's still like this light. You see this red light? That's bothering me. I don't like things like that. Come on, open up. All right, let's just. Ooh, okay. We're just gonna. Man, I'm so sorry to everybody who like every time I go live. It's the same thing. It's always. Okay, we're gonna put this back here. Put this here. Get over here. Okay. Forgive me for being so unprepared because I don't want to be like this. Okay. I really don't want to be like this. All right. Are we good? See, now this still is. Am I just tripping? Maybe it's not a big deal. I don't want to get a green screen because I feel like the background is like, this is me. It's like like what I'm doing. All right. I wouldn't say I'm MIA because be honest with you, I've been on YouTube, watching YouTube, and I've been on TikTok. But I actually spent the last 2-3 weeks, and I'll be honest with you, probably the last 4 or 5 months, off and on with this gastritis situation. And I've had issues with my system in the past. This is not about my system. It's just like it's a lead up to what I'm going to discuss about parasites. We're going to talk about parasites today. They got to go. Here's the thing about parasites. They're not just the physical ones, the monsters that live inside of us. These are like, I want this to show. And that's that. They're not just the monsters inside of us. These are like people in our lives. They're spiritual, energetic parasites. Trust me, they're out here and they're looking for you. And the thing is, I don't want to get too far down any rabbit hole on this particular subject. But I'm going to say it's important to always keep your physical body, your mental, and your like spiritual situation congruent and clear. Like I did a video before, a few videos ago, which is confusion is a tool of the enemy. Confusion is a tool of the enemy. That's exactly what parasites do. That's the side effect, is to cause confusion, right? So if you take a physical parasite and you say, hold up. You there? I'm telling you, it's hella fucking hot. Oh man, it's so fucking hot. All right, so we're gonna talk about this parasite shit. So the thing is, the side effects are intended to confuse you. So if you are like feeling like confused, unhappy, um, got headaches and stuff, all of that stuff is doesn't. Don't you ever think about like how it makes you not want to do what you're supposed to do? Like it lays you down. You have to go to work, you have to go to school. Kids, you don't feel like doing any of it because you don't feel well. If I'm not correct, then I'm not correct. But I know for me, I don't feel like doing anything when I don't feel well. So most illnesses, and this is what I've learned recently, and I've been I worked in healthcare for like 15 years. They don't teach us this, that a lot of physical ailments are spread by parasites. So we have to, think about, why are we creating the conditions for these parasites to flourish? Parasites, just like energy vampires, well, I call them energy pirates. They can't sustain themselves, so they need a host. That is what parasites do. So trust me, you've got bacteria inside of you. I do. We all have bacteria. Some certain colonies overpopulate. That's how illnesses happen, right? But we don't think about, how these things affect our day-to-day living. So you leave a weak spot. Like, say you don't have full attention and awareness, because full attention and awareness is really the preventative for any parasite. Any parasite, even people in your life who want to get over. If you are a watchful person and you're a critical thinker, people avoid people like, a watchful person. First of all, I feel like this red is not right. I love the color red. I love it. I feel like it's not a good color. I don't know why I feel like that. It's a beautiful color. Okay, anyway. Let me disassociate that, the red with evil energy. So back to parasites. So what we do when we don't pay attention and we're not aware of what we're putting in our bodies and our environment and what we're surrounding ourselves with, is we're creating an environment for parasites and colonies of bacteria to flourish and overpopulate. And balance is always the key. Balance is always the key. But as far as parasites go, there is no balance. You should not have any parasites. The bacteria is the good bacteria, which research, I used to say Google, I'm not saying Google anymore. Research. I have a new search engine for people who are looking for non-biased results. So parasites. Drinking lots of water, consuming foods that have water, and so that's fruits, vegetables. I used to drink almost a gallon of water a day. You don't need to drink that much water if you are consuming food that has water. If you have food that has water, it's going to hydrate you. And plus, if you're drinking almost a gallon of water a day, it might be too much for you. Our bodies are capable of using water effectively when we are not full of inflammation. And inflammation, it causes mucus. So we're like covered, when you don't take care of yourself, you're covered in a layer of mucus inside, nose, mucus everywhere. Your lymphatic system becomes sluggish, fluids get thick, all of that. You don't want that. So you have to keep everything, it has to be a flow, an energetic flow, also for your organs and your membranes as well. You have to uncover and decongest. So fasting is good. If you cannot fast, you have to talk to your doctor. Do your due diligence. If you don't have the permission to fast, don't do it. I'm not a doctor. I fast 2 or 3 days a month. 2 or 3 days a month, maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe but not like all at once. Sometimes it's like 1 day a week. Sometimes it's 2 days a week. Sometimes I'll do like a 6 or 7 day fast, and it's brutal. The first few days, I'm like, it's like whatever is inside of me is getting angry. So anyway, also I did my hair. Did like too little. This is only the last couple of days, but I love my hair. I like to do my hair. So let's talk about people, the parasites. So I just hit myself in the face. So here's the thing about people who are parasites. They could be your parents, loved ones, your family members. They can be pretty much somebody you work for, your own kids. Okay, I'm not saying my kids are not like parasites, but I'm just saying if you allow it to be, it will be. Don't allow there to be an environment for it to flourish. Sometimes you may have to cut people off. I talk about this so much about how isolation really shows you where the sickness is. Okay, and there's people out there who don't agree with it, like, oh, you don't need to be isolated. That is okay. You don't need to do anything you don't want to do. I'm just saying, in order for me to see what I need to work on, I need to isolate myself. It's a form of testing in a laboratory to see what colonies of what is growing, what colonies of thoughts are growing, what colonies of habits are growing. What have you been doing that's been detrimental to your overall development? Think about it, right? Think about it. Think about who's in your life. Are they adding or subtracting? Are they neutralizing your efforts? Hmm? Check yourself. You might be the snake in your own life, right? Because you become a slave to your senses. Think about that. I want to show you guys this. So good. This is really good. I wouldn't recommend this if you are like trying to fight off a bug or parasitic infection. You have to first of all talk to a doctor, but anything having to do with like parasites, they're gonna feed off of sugar. So this is very high carb right here. This is all fruits, just with coconut water with pulp inside. So I've got strawberries and blueberries and coconut water and coconut bits. So this is kind of like a meal. Slowly breaking my fast. Slowly. The thing about this is once you fast, and fasting is good for clarity here. It's good for the clarity, is good to get connected to that guy up there, guy, but to your higher consciousness and your higher self, right? And then when you get through it and you come through it, it's like wow, it's so clear. There's so much clarity to be gained by removing these unnecessary things in your life that are feeding off of your energy, like bad habits such as being on social media too much. All right. Some people don't treat their bodies well. They use substances, or they eat the wrong foods, or they drink alcohol. These are all things that really upset the balance of what makes you the best version of who you are. So these things are intended. They're on the market for these specific purposes. Like of all the things the world can make and create and regulate, they make readily available to us cigarettes, alcohol, and other things that are like not good for your well-being. It's like we are our slaves to our lower selves. Do you understand? So this is where the parasites and the demons and the spiritual entities come to feast. They come to feast. How do you get them to stop feasting? Discipline. I guarantee you that discipline will be the one thing that's your salvation right there. Regardless of your religious beliefs, you have to make yourself respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself and you don't honor yourself, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to get awakened. You're not going to become more conscious or aware. Because I realize that the words that we speak, it all has like a frequency. So the word awaken, from what I understand, is not the best word to use. So be conscious of the things that you're doing. Because the more conscious you are, look, here are the things that are non-negotiable. Okay? Cleaning up my room, my bed, everything. Cleaning up my physical body, cleaning up. Right? First line of defense, clean up. When I'm not feeling well, clean, clean, clean. Stick to it. Hello there. Hello, life. Things are okay. I'm recovering from this little kind of detox fasting, and I dealt with over the past few months just like off and on gastritis and stuff like that. But making sure that you stay clean, adhere to a schedule for movement or some kind of activity that is going to keep you using your mind body connection, whether you're working out, whether you're taking walks or hikes, anything that's going to keep you engaged with your environment. Okay, like I mean like actual environment, not here on the phone, right? So discipline, It encompasses keeping your area clean, keeping your body clean, engaging yourself in meditation and prayer. Pray and meditate, like the supersonic, dude. Gotta get that sunlight, especially during as it's coming in, like the sunrise and then the sun setting when it goes away. The sun setting is one of the best times for me to go outside and go for a walk, because then you're getting a lot of those, your photoreceptors in the back of your eyes are getting like stimulated by the sun in a different way than it would be from artificial light. So going outside and getting sunlight is also good for your skin. Just make sure that you use the proper protection. All right, protect your eyes too, because being in the sun a lot will cause you to get cataracts earlier. We all will eventually get it if we live to be old enough. But if you just wear like UV blocking sunglasses, you should be okay. Um, what else is good for discipline? Any kind of discipline, anything that you like, making yourself like it's a routine that you do. Whether you're prepping your food, you're doing things, continue to do it. That's gonna get you back out of the funk. Another video I did is discipline into shovel. It literally is. If you feel like that, you need to get that discipline. You need to bring it up. You need to get your ass up out of that bed and out of the couch and out of the house. Get hydrated, because you have a bug in the system. When I say there's a bug in the system, I mean there's a bug in the system. There's a bug in the system. Something is going on that's disrupting you from being able to ascend and move forward. Especially if you get to a certain part of your life and then you slip back and you get sick. Pay attention to when you get sick. What is happening around the time that you start to notice these symptoms? What happened just before then? Once you pay attention to what's going on with your body and how your environment and your body interacts, you'll be able to understand that everything is a prophecy to you. Okay? Dude, raise your vibrations. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you need to raise your vibrations so that you don't even see like these haters. These haters are parasites. They are parasites because they don't have their own shine. Like, if they had their own shine, they'd be worried about like maintaining their vibration, right? But they see you, they become like locked and loaded with what you are doing. To them, they perceive it as success that they can't have, so they'll just talk ish on you. Like, I don't stress about that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like everything is so figure outable that if anything happens, I'm like, okay, you know, apart from like severe illness and death of myself and my family and my friends and people that I care about, everything is gonna be okay. It's just, you have to keep your mind in a clear state. It's the most important, like, out of everything. If you take anything from this discussion, take the fact that you need to have a clear mind. You could have your girl, your boyfriend, you get into a fight with your best friend, and just a little, me and who I consider to be one of my best friends, like, I don't know, I felt like this person wasn't speaking to me. I got really like so upset, and it was so hard to deal with that because I took it personal. The moment I said, this is not personal, because everybody has their own thing that they're dealing with, right? And I stuck to the discipline. I stuck to my routine, and I felt like I was getting pulled down into old habits, which is to grieve over things and to worry about things. And that is the actual cancellation of your manifestation, is when you worry and fear too much. You have to be able to turn it on its head. And sometimes those negative feelings might be a reason to look into what you have going on in your physical body. Did you know that parasites could affect your mood? They, parasites they produce hormones. They have like a system, a body, right, that produces all of these hormones and different metabolic waste products. And you have a colony of that in your body. They will hijack you and make you do things that are outside of your character. Isn't that very interesting? This is an actual fact. You can look this up yourself. So, it's not a conspiracy. A conspiracy would be like, well, they're putting parasites in our food to make us act a certain way. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the nature of how certain parasites act can affect how you act as well. So it's always good to do like a hard reset, you know, just like the flood. You could flood yourself with water for a few days and you'll be okay. Here's another good thing. Because I have like my own little laboratory back here. I don't know if I've given you guys a tour. But hang on, I think somebody did. Okay, awesome. I'm working on my discipline now. We'll try to go for walks some evenings or at least reduce screen time while I'm traveling. Yes. Honestly, I love being on YouTube. So, like, honestly, I can't say that I'm gonna like stop it, but I did stop going on Instagram. I stopped going on Instagram. I stopped going on Facebook. Every so often I'll go there to see what's going on, but other than that, I don't. I don't do it. It's like nothing there for me. What else? Going for it's beautiful. I live in the mountains and it's so beautiful to go for walks. It's like really nice. I recommend it. If you live by a mountain, you should do it. And then touch trees. Like it's literally a thing. There's like a saying called "go touch grass." You get outside. Actually, go and touch grass with your feet if you want to do that grounding stuff. Or actually, go touch a tree. There's a tree right outside. It's like a certain kind of tree that doesn't have like bark on it. It has bark, but it's like smooth. I put my hand on it after I go for a walk, and it's just like this really nice sensation. And I sense that I'm connecting with nature. I mean, we're not separate from our environment. We are made to believe that we are not one with everything we are. That's why you have to stay in balance so that you can see clearly what's going on. Don't let the deception of feeling unwell make you think that you're not making any progress. Confusion, tool of the enemy, right? So anyway, that's how usually I start feeling like really bad about myself. Like that. Here's the like warning signs for me. Everybody's different. Okay, I just wanna say that because I'm like I this and I that. Okay, I believe you. For me, there's usually a couple of days of like feeling really like low energy and feeling really bad about myself. I start reflecting on a lot of mistakes I've made on the past, and I've made tons of mistakes. I'm gonna tell you like so many. But it is not healthy to replay this in your mind, okay? And if you're around people who are like constantly bringing this up, they have got to go. All right, Parasites, Agent Smith, Energy Pirates, Energy Vampires, whatever the name that you want to give them, you know what they're doing. You know what they're trying to do to us. They're trying to make us think that we're not like one and the same. There's not one love, right? But it is. It is. So very clearly. So I don't know. I just want to talk about that. Just like do a system cleanse, you know. It's like a little vibe check in. I haven't been feeling well. It's literally been, this last one was so bad. And there was some things going on with the workplace that I was at. Um, and so some changes happened that I wasn't anticipating. And so, you know, that kind of got me stressed too. But the good thing is that I am now talking to my best friend again. Sort of, I think. I don't know. Are we still, are we on good terms? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like talking as if he can hear me, but um, I have just a few friends. I don't have a ton, and they're very special to me. And then the reason I've allowed certain people to stay in my life and stick around is because they get something from me and I get something from them. It's a two-way street. If I ever feel I don't like I'm not interested in like helping you as a person, it's not because you're a bad person. It's probably because you're not receiving the information that I'm trying to give you. Like certain people just are not on my frequency, and that's okay. Like they might be on a different frequency, and somebody else might be, you know, better suited for them to communicate with. But anyway, I'm so glad that you guys are so patient with me, and I still owe you. All right, part 4 of Neville Goddard's The Feeling is the Secret. The last chapter was the chapter on spirit. Okay, I'm gonna do that soon. But anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you later. I'm gonna take a walk in like another hour and a half. But I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful for all my recent subscribers. I'm going to be providing content. So I do have a TikTok. If you are interested, it's not spicy. Like whatever you're thinking, don't think that. It's spicy in terms of like conspiracy theories. It's just exploring different things that are not commonplace to talk about in, the main forum. So I appreciate you guys supporting me. I am going to probably write up another script for a TikTok and then go for a walk. Finish my, you know, my fast buster. My fast is done. So gotta finish this and work my way back up to like other things that are more solid. But anyway, thank you all. I appreciate it. God bless.